Namaskar students. Last day we studied how Portia requests Brutus to disclose the troubles that worries him. And Brutus says, I am not well in health and that's all. My health is not well. That's all, dear Portia, nothing else. Portia. Brutus is wise and were he not in health, he would embrace the means to come by it. Brutus is wise enough to resort himself to the ways to act wisely. If he is not good at health, he may embrace the means, accept the means to get cured, to come by it. Brutus, why so I do good, Portia? Yes, Portia, I do that. I do that. And Portia, please go to bed. Portia, is Brutus sick and is it physical to walk unbraced and suck up the humors of the dank morning? What? Is Brutus sick and will he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare the wild contagion of the night and tempt the rheumy and unpurged air to add unto his sickness? Is Brutus sick? Is Brutus sick? And is it physical to walk unbraced? Is Brutus sick? It means in case Brutus is sick, if Brutus is sick, if it is good for him to walk unbraced without his proper dressing, without the proper dressing to cover himself and move around in this dank morning, in this damp and cold morning, is it good? No. If Brutus is sick physically, he will never move around in the damp and cold morning embraced without wearing proper dress to cover himself from his sickness, to take care of himself. What is Brutus sick and will he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare the wild contagion of the night? If Brutus is sick physically, will he come out of his bed at night and move around the wild contagion of the night? The infectious, cold, damp, wet night, will he come out to open himself to more sickness? No. If Brutus is sick, he will never act like that because Brutus is wise enough to dare the wild contagion of the night and tempt the rheumy and unpurged air, unpurged, unpurified, the wet and unpurified air. Will he come out of his bed from such a comfortable position? Will he come out and move around in the cold weather? No. Brutus is not sick. Brutus is not sick physically. Physically is not sick. No, my Brutus, you have some sick offense within your mind. You are not sick physically, but there is some sick offense, sickness in your mind, which by the right and virtue of my place I ought to know. I am supposed to know about it, I am obliged to know about it, and I must know about it. By the right and virtue of my place. What is the right and virtue of her place? She is the wife and the better half of Brutus, and she must know what worries Brutus. And upon my knees, she kneels down before Brutus. I charm you by my once commended beauty, by all the woes of love, and that great woe which did incorporate and make us one, that you unfold to me yourself, your better half, why you are. I charm you by my once commended beauty. Brutus, you know that Portia was once very beautiful, and Brutus got attracted to that. I charm you by my once commended beauty. Here means I implore you, I request you on my once commended beauty, once applauded beauty, that great beauty. Portia was known to be the most beautiful. By my once commended beauty, by all your woes of love, that Brutus vowed that he would take care of her. And Portia is his better half, and to protect her is his moral, physical, all responsibilities. By all your woes of love and that great woe that it incorporate and make us one. What is that great woe? That great woe is the woe of marriage, where Brutus agreed by soul and heart, by physical and metaphysical elements. He just vowed, took an oath that he would protect Portia till his death. So by that oath of marriage that incorporated us, that joined us, that is the vow of marriage. You tell me, unfold to me, tell me, disclose to me why yourself, your half, why you are heavy, disclose to me. And what men tonight have resorted to, what kind of people, who all were they who visited you last night, tonight? For here have been some 6 or 7, nearly 6 or 7 people were there who did hide their faces even from darkness, There are 6 or 7 people who visited you last night, and they hid their face from recognition. So Brutus, you are not physically fit. If you are not physically ill, you are mentally, something disturbs you. Mentally, something disturbs you. Something disturbs you mentally. You are worried about something. You are not physically ill. You are mentally ill. Something torments you. Something disclose to me. Disclose to your wife what torments you. Thank you, children.